Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be doing a full face of one brand makeup. I ran a Twitter poll a couple of weeks ago about what brand you guys wanted to see, and it came back that people wanted a full face using Tarte cosmetics. So that is exactly what is on my face right now. Everything that I'm wearing bar primer is Tarte. So if you want to see how I created this look, what products I used and how I applied them, then carry on watching. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well, just to see future videos and everything else that I decide to put out for you guys. But thank you so much for being here and I hope you enjoy the video. I've already primed my face using the Smashbox Primerizer, so I'm just going to move straight on to foundation. I don't actually have a Tarte primer, which was why I used the Smashbox one, but everything else is purely Tarte, so it turns out I've got a lot from the brand. So foundation wise, I'm going to be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, and then going to be buffing it in with this giant brush that I got in the Man-Eater set as well. So I have used this foundation in a video before. I think it was my recreating Instagram photo. Casually just dropped it all over myself. I do really like it, but I'm kind of starting to fall out of love with it a little bit. I don't know whether or not it's just because my skin's a bit temperamental at the moment. Like, I keep getting breakouts. I've got one here, I've got a couple here, which is really unlike me. But I've been quite unwell recently, so I don't know whether or not it's just kind of linked to that. But my skin's just playing up as well. So my reason for this video is that I love personally watching full face one brand videos, and I put a poll up on Twitter asking which brand people would like, and this was the chosen one. So I pulled together all of my Tarte products and decided to whack it on my face for a video, so here we are. New brushes were always really nice. This is literally like a brand new brush. I had an old one and it was all like manky and it wouldn't wash out. But this is like a brand new fresh one where I put it at the set this morning, so it was nice to put on a foundation with a brand new brush. Next I am going to conceal my face. So I'm going to be using the Shape Tape Concealer. I don't know how this shade is going to be on me because this actually belongs to my mum and she's lent it to me specifically for this video, so I've got a feeling it might be... yeah, that's way too dark. But I'm just going to blend that out and make it work, so it's fine. Funny story with this concealer and my mum actually, she ordered it without realising how good of a concealer it was. So she placed like a massive Tarte order on the QVC website, and when I asked her what she'd ordered and she was like, oh, I got a concealer, blah blah blah. Obviously my first reaction was, oh my god, was it Shape Tape? And she said, oh, I'm not really sure. Turns out it was. She didn't really understand what she was buying, which is a bit sad, I think, because Shape Tape deserves more love than that. I'm hoping that once I bronze up a little bit, everything's going to even out. Obviously at the moment I've got foundation lips, which is never a good look. Next I am going to go on to do my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Man-Eater eyeshadow palette, which again came in that set. And this one has got a highlighter within it, but I'm actually going to be using a different highlighter today. So I love this palette. I've never actually used it. A lot of the products today are going to be a little bit kind of first impression-y because I ordered this set and I haven't actually touched it. It's literally just been sat in this box, so this will be the first time that I'm actually properly using this palette. I've swatched them and things like that, but I've not actually used it. This brush also came in the set, so I'll use this one today too. I'm going to start by setting my base down with the shade Passion, which is, if I can get it to focus, this one right in the middle here. And pop that all over the lid. I really wish that Tarte was available in more places in the UK. So at the moment, the only place you can really get it, I believe, is QVC, but they don't have the full range. And although it's like really good value and you can try it for 30 days and then send it back if you don't like it, postage is like £5–6 and it isn't that quick, so I'm always a bit like miffed off if I've got to get some on there. But the one thing they do have is their easy payment, so you can pay it over 4 months. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4, I think they change it. Next I'm going to use the shade Pear, which is this shade here, just in my crease, and then I'm going to deepen it up with this one here, which is the shade Saucy. So I don't really know what eye look I'm going to go for today. Probably just going to go for something quite sort of day to day. The palette is very neutral, so there's only so much that I can kind of do with it anyway. I'm not going anywhere today, so a natural look's probably Gonna be quite nice just for sitting at home and catching up on Bake Off. And one thing I am noticing, it smells a bit like chocolate. I don't know if that's intentional, but it smells a bit like white chocolate, which is always a good thing. But that is the shade Pear all over the crease, and now I'm gonna deepen it up with the shade Saucy, as I said, which is that kind of burnt orange colour, which is really, really nice for autumn. This colour is like my perfect colour. Anything orange, like rusty, is like my go-to. I will be doing more full face videos if that's something that people do want to see. If you have sort of any brands in mind, or if you want to make any requests, and just put them in the comments. Obviously what everyone wants to see will be different, but if I have enough products by the brand, then I will happily do a full face using that brand. Just going to use the shade Foxy, which is this one here, which is like a really nice shimmery champagne colour. And I'm going to put that all over the rest of the lid, so I'm going to keep it quite natural today. I can imagine this colour will be really nice on the inner corner, but I'm going to wait and use my highlighter for that instead. Next, I am going to fill in my brows using the Amazonian Clay Volumizing Brow Powder in Rich Brown, which is this one here. And it's basically like a pressed powder like this, and it's quite a dark colour because my brows are quite dark, but it's not too warm, which is why I really like it, because I don't want bright ginger eyebrows. They are quite dark, but I don't want them to be jet black, so I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. And I'm going to use my Benefit brow brush for this, just because I don't have a Tarte brow brush. Luckily I got my eyebrows threaded last week, so they are behaving at the moment. And because we've gone quite natural on the eyes, I'm going to go quite natural on the brows as well. Don't want to go too over the top. There we go, so you can see a little bit of definition, but not too much. It's still quite natural. There we go, and other brow is on. I'm going to finish off my eyes now using the Silk Amazonian Clay eyeliner. And it's really soft, so it's nice and easy to use. For my mascara, I'm going to be using the Man Eater mascara, which is this one here. Once again, in the really fun gold packaging. It's got quite a big wand on it. I'm going to go and do my mascara off camera, just because doing it on camera freaks me out a little bit. And I have tried in the past and ended up poking myself in the eye. So I'm going to go off and do that, and I'll be right back. Back with my lashes done and looking a little bit more alive. That's the first time I've used that mascara, and I absolutely love it. My friends have raved about it, but I hadn't actually opened it, so it's kind of been waiting for me, and I can honestly say that makes such a difference to your lashes. So if you're looking for a new mascara, Tarte Man Eater is the one to get. So to sculpt my face, I'm going to be using the Tarte's Pro Glow palette, which is this one here. You get 4 shades of highlighter, and then you also get 2 contour shades at the bottom. So this one here is a cream, this one here is a powder. I'm not going to be using the cream, I'm literally just going to use the powder and then use a couple of the highlight on different areas of my face as well. So I'm going to start by sculpting my face out with this shade here, which is literally called Sculpt, which is a really nice cool tone bronzer. And I'm just going to be using just like a normal bronzer brush. You don't need a lot of this one because it is really pigmented, but it blends out like a dream. For those who don't like too much bronzer, just be wary of how pigmented this is, because if you dip your brush in a little bit too much or get a little bit too much product on it, it can be a bit heavy. Luckily, like I said, it does blend out, so you'll be fine, but just be wary if you're pale or you don't like a lot. There we go, so a little bit sculpted out. But as I said in one of my previous videos, I'm not somebody who likes sort of like a contour look. I like a little bit of sculpting with bronzer, but I don't like it to be too sharp. So I'm not someone who does it and then like sharpens up the bottom or anything like that, because I don't have time for that. I'll just sort of bronze up and sculpt my face a little bit. I'm going to use a couple of the highlighters now. Start by mixing the top 2 here, which are called Strobe and Lit, and I'm going to pop these on the top of my cheekbones using my Smashbox fan brush. I've only recently started to fall in love with fan brushes because I found that they didn't really put a lot of product on, but to be honest, I think I was using them in the wrong way. I'd use them like that and then wonder where I'd like a stripe, whereas if you use them on the side, they kind of distribute the product a little bit better, like so. Not going to put too much highlighter at the back here just because I've got 2 massive spots that have come up. I had a migraine last week and I fell asleep wearing Estee Lauder Double Wear, and that's what happened. So I don't want to put highlighter on them and then emphasise it even more, because obviously highlight does draw a little bit of attention. Amazing highlighters though. I think Tarte is so underrated when it comes to highlighters. Like, I've always been someone who loves Anastasia for highlighters, but Tarte kind of won my heart over, and I've started falling in love with theirs now. So again, if you want a good highlighter, definitely invest in this palette because it's well worth the money. I'm just sticking with the same 2 shades. I know I said I was only going to put it on my cheekbones, but I like the combination so much that I'm just highlighting everywhere with it now. I'm just going to use this small little brush that I actually got from eBay. It was in a set and they're really, really good. Really good value. I think I paid like £4 for like 20 eye brushes. They're really good. I'm only going to use the lighter shade, which is the shade Strobe for this, just because on inner corner you want it to be as bright as possible. And I'm going to put that same colour just on my brow bone, just to brighten everything up. For my blush, I am going to be using a blush palette. Obviously, I'm not going to be using all the shades in it, but this is the Amazonian Clay blush palette in Bling It On. I don't know if this is limited edition or not. Me and my mum were trying to work this out this morning because she loves Tarte just as much as me. We couldn't work out if it was limited, so if it is, I do apologise. I'm sure some of the shades they've probably got in other palettes, or you can buy them singly. This is this one here. So really nice. You almost have like your darker sort of blushy bronze colours, and then you've got your brighter ones as well. And they've all got names as well. So we've got, if I can read them out, we've got this one here called Fetching, Dollface, Prim, Smashing and Beaming. So all really, really nice colours. I think there will be one in here for every skin tone as well. I'm going to be using one of my Spectrum blush brushes as well. And I'm just going to be using the shade Beaming, which is this one on the end here, because it's kind of the most natural of them all. And I'm quite liking that kind of light pink peachy blush at the moment. So that is my blush on, nice and natural. Again, blended out really easy. I'm going to pop my lipstick on as well. So this is a lipstick duo. One side is a sort of cream lipstick, a really nice nude shade, if you can see that. And then one side is a lip gloss as well, which is in the shade Kind. I don't know if the lipstick is called Kind as well, but it looks almost like the same sort of colour. So it probably is. So Tarte lipsticks are one of my favourite type of lipsticks. They are so smooth. I don't know what's in them. It's probably like shea butter or something. So that is lipstick on, and then I'm going to finish it off just by topping it with the gloss as well. There we have it. So this is my final look and a full face of using Tarte Cosmetics as well. So final verdict, absolutely love the eyeshadow, love the highlighter, love everything. I don't think there's anything that I don't kind of love from Tarte that I have. The only thing, like I said, I'm falling out of love a little bit with the foundation, but I think that's just because my skin's been a little bit temperamental at the moment and it's changing with the seasons. So if I change my skincare up a little bit, chances are I'll probably fall back in love with it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Any questions, feel free to pop them in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, bye!